Do me a favor.
xQc.
Okay, but hey, I respected your time. Do you want to answer my question? Do you believe that human
opinion based on my... The men who have not been through trauma are not very good at being men because they're not capable of dealing with trauma.
Wait,
I'm interested in seeing what the chat thinks. The reason you're totally wrong saying that the world would have no...
Hey, Felix, you lied about starting early again. Why are you lying to UN?
Guys, it's not about being intelligent, okay? It's about being knowledgeable and doing this for fucking living, idiot. If you argue people for a living and watch the news for a living, you get better at fucking doing good dialogue and a good line of questioning and good fucking argumentative strategies, okay? If I fucking play video games all day, I do nothing, and I can speak English, of course I'm gonna have a worse way of I'm being a bad dialogator.
It's just
two versus one bullshit. Yeah, you mean like the Aided Raw stream when anyway.
xQc.
xQc was getting fucking triple teamed. All right.
I didn't want to. All right, Tommy. I'm just a messenger. Let's not hate.
No, but Tommy, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming on. I hope you have a safe flight, and I hope you enjoyed your time here.
Dude, I did. Andrew, take care, brother. Hassan, I just want to say props to you, boss. I appreciate you, man, putting the word out.
There's nothing that I hate more than people that come onto Discord and they have a bad sound gate. There are only a few things that I hate in dialogues or whatever. It's bad sound gates. It's so fucking bad.
Tommy, have a good one, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
Wow, that was quite the conversation. How do you feel about my guy Tommy?
Sorry, you asking me or the...
Guys, it's the classic. Dude, I tell you, and that's how I did. That's it's so annoying.
I don't know him personally. I have nothing against him personally. He's a new age thinker. He lives in the new think, the idea that the way the world runs and has always run is a bad thing, and that if we change everything from the ground up, it's somehow going to become a magically better place. Obviously, he has no proof or any references for his way of thinking because it's never been tested before. It's an untested theory. I think that for him to come along and say such blanket statements that if we changed all the world leaders to women, there wouldn't be war is inane and asinine. I think for him to say that a man who's physically strong can't be mentally strong is also stupid. But I also understand why he's saying the ideas he's saying, because he has a natural insecurity based on the fact that he's not physically strong.
Guys, this guy's NPC. Okay, this guy, upper left, I don't think he says anything in the whole thing. He's NPC. Okay, trust me, I've watched the VOD a little bit. I don't have to, I can put it in the camera. It's NPC.
And the way he gets around it is to pretend that that's not important, which is fine. Lots of people do it, right? Stupid people saying being smart is not important. Poor people saying being rich is not important. It's a common defense mechanism that everybody does, and I completely understand it. However, most people with a basic grasp of economics and the way societies work would look at society and say, you know what? A society with brave, strong men who are full of honor and duty is actually a better society than men who walk around saying, I have no duty to protect anybody or protect anything, and I can just sit around and cry all day. And this theory is being tested in real time, right? America's quickly turning into the latter, and we can see crime rates going through the roof. We can see all the fucking school shooting and all this stupid shit that's happening because men have no emotional control anymore. And that's what's going to happen. Society's going to degrade, and the countries where men still stick to their honor and their age-old expected ways of acting, they're going to be safer societies overall. So time will prove.
Guys, stop saying true to this shit sometimes. If you spam the comms, okay, and you say that a bunch of problems are because of one thing, when it's because of way more intricate other things, like, yeah, it's true, guys. It's like saying, oh, guys, yeah, I mean, today's windy. Oh, yeah, that's because of fucking climate change and fucking and the ice melting in the north. Yeah, everything has an impact to a certain degree, but saying that that's why it's fucking stupid. Like, just stop doing things like that.
Right, but I have nothing against the guy. He's fine.
I think
something being part of something isn't the reason why it's happening. We usually say in a dialogue that something is the reason for this happening when it's at least the majority, 51% or more. That's what we say why it's happening. Okay. It's like the woman reject you because you have ugly shoes. Okay. Yeah, it's part of the reason they probably rejected you, right? But it's probably like 5%. The other percent is probably because either you don't know how to have a normal conversation, or you're ugly, or some other shit, right? So saying, oh yeah, I mean, woman rejected because of your shoes. I mean, no, it's not. That's not the majority of the reason why. So don't say
Andrew and the previous person that was on the call are just two sides of the same coin. They're both wrong, and they're both kind of right in different ways. But thinking that this has anything to do with gender is silly. All right? Silly. It has nothing to do with gender. Women can be just as oppressive and as brutal as men can be. Ultimately, Agreed. It has everything to do with capitalism, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the gender. The assumption that women are going to be like hysterical across the board, that kind of generalization, is just incorrect. And that's why, Andrew, I've seen some of your work as you're doing the rounds on Twitch here. And
we're going to ignore this little slip up.
A lot of the things that you said that you've been called out on, specifically in regards to like women driving, as a matter of fact, are just generally untrue. There's no empirical evidence to back up those claims, which is why you resort to anecdotes quite frequently.
Boom!
And say things.
That is what I said last time. You guys, don't say that I didn't. Yeah, that is what I said. I remember when I said empirical, very important word. I said that. I'm bad at doing it, okay? But I said it because of empirical. I did.
He's like, oh, well, it's just common sense, right? But it's not technically common sense. It's just your personal opinion.
Completely. It's my personal opinion based on my personal biases of my life experience. Now, when I say exactly. And when I say these things, X amount of people agree with me and X amount of people disagree with me. That's fine, and that's the same with nearly any statement in the world.
Okay,
I can say the world is round, and there'll be a percentage of people who disagree with me. That's totally and utterly fine. I come on here and talk about my own personal experiences, and my experiences, men are better drivers than women. I'm not saying there's no good female drivers. I'm not saying a female can't move the car.
No. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. There is a truth, and then there is your own personal experiences backed by anecdotes, right? Or your own personal opinion backed by anecdotes from your own personal experiences. Now, your own personal experiences are oftentimes going to be incorrect and not close to the reality. That's why there's an entire field of statistical analysis. That's why we do empirical. That's why we rely on empirical evidence when we're making decisions. Why? Because we all carry a bunch of personal biases. And when we analyze situations, we do not have.
He's not owning him yet, but this is it's a good introduction
to grasp the entirety of the situation. We cannot comprehend it with our human brains.
Guys,
bro, listen.
Which is why, when it comes to women driving, it's a funny point because the truth is different. The truth is the exact opposite.
No.
Guys,
listen.
Yeah. You want to say if you guys want to say, oh, yo, dude, fucking, this is Hasan, you didn't own whatever. Okay, this is exactly this is exactly what this is like. Okay, this like that, like this, like that. This is what's happening right now. Okay, boom, bing.
No problem.
Boom. Okay.
It's cool.
This is Hasan in this debate, like this. Okay.
You're like, enough.
That's me. That's me.
You're like, enough.
This is me. See, this is me. This is Hasan. So yeah. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I don't give a fuck saying it. Okay. Yeah. So what? Okay. I tried my hand. Okay. I had good points. It didn't work out. Okay. Now I get to hide behind Hasan with the 5-headed. This is one time.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Cool. Fucking damn right. It's cool. You're like, enough.
There's damn lies and there's statistics. I'm sure you've heard that from Mark Twain. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're deriving.
You can massage numbers, but
you're deriving your truth from an internet study. That's fine. You can derive your truth from an internet study on a bunch of different things. The truth of life is the truth that you experience as an individual. That is the only truth that we all live within. You live within your truth.
What's up?
Within my truths, because these are the truths I've experienced as an individual. If certain things happen to you over and over and over and over and over again, but the truth on the internet says it's not true, that doesn't mean that your experiences are any less real. So if you to come here and say the internet...
With this mentality, if you go outside of the house, okay, and it's 0 degrees, so you have to wear a coat 5 days in a row, you should not look online at the meteorology and the weather forecast, because you know for a fact from your experience, if you get out of the house, it's cold. You know it's cold because the last 10 times in a row we went outside, it was cold. So you shouldn't be looking at the weather forecast because you know it's cold, right?
It says X. Especially
your experiences can be real. You could be a statistical anomaly, as a matter of fact. You can be one of those people, but more often than not, I want
to talk to you because I keep letting you talk and you're finishing your point and I'm trying to talk. So
okay, go ahead.
I'm going to. The fact that you're going on the internet, finding some study and saying that this is the truth, especially after the age of COVID and all the fucking truth we were told with that garbage, you want to sit here and say, oh, the internet said X. I'm sure the internet did. I'm talking about my personal experiences, and some people agree with me and some people do not. That is perfectly fine. Don't give a fuck if people agree with me or otherwise. People are listening to me and they're either agreeing with me or not.
I know, but you're still wrong, and that's the problem.
I disagree with you.
Do you want to be right?
This is the last time. This is hard because... As I said last time, I said you can agree or disagree. That's dumb because there's truth and there's not truth.
Or do you want to keep speaking into a hug box where people agree with you, and then Well, if you just completely devalue empirical evidence, actuarial sciences, the entirety of the insurance industry that relies on making these sorts of calculations to ensure that these quotes are as profitable as possible, which ends up charging men higher rates than women, as a statistical likelihood that men are more dangerous drivers than women across the board and get into more car accidents across the board. If you're going to look at all of that and say it doesn't matter because that does not correspond to my own personal
I didn't say that because I didn't have the data. Okay, I didn't have the data. Okay, because I didn't look into it. Okay, but that's true though, guys. This is a massive own though, because look, guys, listen. The insurance companies, they have one job. Okay, like every company, make some fucking money, make some money. Okay, and if they're against the casino of the world, which is the people, right? They can change numbers around, right? And they make it more expensive for men. Why? They have to make money because they might have more accidents. If the data said that the girls got more into more accidents, they do the opposite. But they don't.
My own personal experiences, then you're silly. You're being silly. You're being a silly person. If everyone thought like you did, right? We would have no scientific achievements on this planet. We would still be living inside of fucking caves. And now, as much as I love Liver King personally,
it says that you're being brainwashed, bro. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. The job of the fucking people who make insurance is to make money. They take evidence, science, and actual facts, and they crunch the numbers. And when they come down to one number, right? It is literally more expensive for men, males, drivers. Literally. Why? Why do you think so? Why do you think so? Because they're higher risk, and the data says they'll make more money by putting it high for men. What about it?
I don't think that that would be a good planet to live on. I'm pretty happy for, I don't know, all the medical achievements, all the scientific achievements that we have.
You're saying men drive more. You don't understand. When you are an individual, okay, and you're given a quote for your insurance, it's not for men. It's for you. You are misunderstanding how this shit works. If you go and you get a quote for your insurance, they do not tailor the insurance for men. They tailor it for you. The fact that you are a man really proves this correct. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you not understanding this correct? Like what?
Reached, and at the heart of all of that, all of those accomplishments lies an understanding of arriving at the truth through empirical evidence.
This guy says it. The fact that women gets into less accidents doesn't mean that they're better drivers. I just caught brain damage live on air. You're just looking at a victim. You're looking right now on the screen at a victim of live brain. I've lost permanent part of my brain when I read that. Thank you, man. Dumb fucker.
You done?
Yeah.
Cool. In my personal experiences, all of the car crashes I've been involved in, all the times my car was hit, and all the negative experience I've had on the road, women were at fault. That is, now you can sit here and say the insurance claims say that. I never said the insurance claims don't say that. I'm saying that I am not comfortable with women driving because of my personal experience. Those are my personal experiences. You can drag up all the empirical evidence in the world you want to try and drag up. Anyone with a brain knows how that aids the world agendas anyway. I don't want to go too political on a stream that's going to get taken down. So
unless you're 10 years old, now you understand that what you just said is that you can seize the points and you literally lost. You're now saying that I'm owned, okay? Now he's saying literally, if he went to the casino, he would have, he himself knows that betting on red or black has a higher chance of winning, but he still says, I want to bet on 112 or I want to bet on green. And that's what he's literally saying. I would bet on green every time for a higher chance of winning. Dumb.
I'm not saying that
that's
I
conceding.
can't find a female race car driver. I'm not saying that.
That's not what I'm saying either. I'm not talking about like statistical anomalies. I'm straight up talking.
That is what, guys, stop counter-arguing me. That is what he's saying, legitimately. Because if he's around drivers, according to the stats of this shit, he would have a higher chance of getting to an accident on a male, right? But he says he's been in an accident with more females, right? So he's playing against the odds because of his personal experience, which doesn't make any sense.
That I can't find a female race car
makes no sense
driver.
at all.
I'm not saying that.
That's
all
not what I'm
women are-
saying either. I'm not talking about like statistical anomalies. I'm straight up talking about the overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that women are more careful drivers than men. Okay? And therefore better drivers than men. Now, you keep resorting back to your personal anecdotes. So let me walk you through this, right?
Brother,
Do you agree? Do you agree that human beings have biases?
Do me a favor.
Okay. But hey, I respected your time. Do you want to answer my question? Do you believe that human beings have biases?
Oh, absolutely, we're all biased.
Okay.
Completely.
Do you think that those biases might cloud your judgment?
It's not about clouding judgment.
Not just your personal not just your own personal judgment. Do you think our biases might cloud our personal judgment?
I think every single person on earth is biased and lives within a biased
Absolutely.
reality.
That's absolutely true. Okay. So if you agree with me on both of those accounts, you understand that your anecdotes, your own personal accumulation of information is going to be clouded by your own personal biases. So you're not going to be able to assess the information adequately in the same way that empirical evidence would. This is precisely why we look at data rather than make arguments around our... Wait, let me finish. Come on.
I understand what you're saying.
This is precisely why we do that.
We've went over the same point like 5 times here.
Everyone's saying kick you. You're long-winded the point. You're saying that the empirical evidence is saying X, so it doesn't matter what my personal experience is. That's fine. My point is, let me change it. Let's say that the empirical evidence says that a pit bull is more likely to bite you than a Dalmatian. But in your life experience, every time you went near a Dalmatian, it bit you, and a pit bull never did. Are you going to go up to a Dalmatian still completely and go, oh, it's fine, completely unbiased because the empirical evidence says X and you're covered in scars? No. You're going to say Dalmatians bite me for some reason, and I'm not comfortable.
Chat, guys, you know what he just did? He literally owned himself. Unfortunately, chat, you guys say yes, because guys, he just literally owned himself. That's like nail in the coffin. He's over. He just said the best argument he could have said against himself.
Around Dalmatians. That's called human nature. Okay. So I'm telling you my personal experiences, and I don't care. I understand your point. Empirical evidence says X. Women in this country can do X. I completely get that. Secondly, it's also country by country because you're only talking about America because you're American and you don't see outside of the world. That's fine.
I'm Turkish, actually. I grew up in Turkey.
That's not the point. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is I'm uncomfortable with a woman driving, and if you actually ask most women, if it gets...
Wait, why is he mad? You a bitch. I know for a fact you're not talking to me like that. Did I call him an NPC? What be NPC though? Wait. You don't have to be an NPC overall to be an NPC somewhere. This guy NPC the fuck out. Just like my own friends in my own debate, they NPC the fuck out. NPC Andes. If you're in a conversation, okay, and you can't take the information that's been given, and you can't make a fair point or whatever the fuck in a convo, and you're just going along with whatever the fuck, and you're an NPC. NPC response. Look. Certified NPC response. Okay.
It's late at night, or it starts getting dark, or it starts raining heavily, or the parking gets difficult, they usually ask the man to drive themselves. I know many women who do that. They're not offended by my assumption. I know loads of women who go, oh, I don't want to park, you park it. Loads. There's not a bad thing about it. Who gives a shit, right? It's not even a big deal. You've come on here deciding you really want to stick up for the chicks, and maybe, one of them will drive over to your house. It's cool. We've got better things to talk about.
Look, let's be real. I don't think I need to be a male feminist to be able to attract women, okay? However, having said that, that was a funny implication. Having said that, you are failing to recognize what I am trying to say. I walked you through these steps slowly but surely. The thing is, the Dalmatian example that you gave is great. Why is it great? Because you are creating now a hypothetical scenario in which you want your opponent to concede. I can do the exact same thing and say, well, in my personal experience, Dalmatians never bite, or pit bulls never bite, whichever one you thought was the more aggressive breed, right? In my personal experience, what if in a million times that I have bred pit bulls or been around pit bulls, not a single one of them has ever been aggressive? We will never be able to arrive at a meaningful solution or a resolution to this conversation if we're both operating on personal anecdotes and hypotheticals. That is not how you can conduct an appropriate debate.
Good. So now you're saying the thing I just said. I have my own biases.
Wait, Twitch
experiences, and I say
anti-pause,
and some people agree.
Wait, Twitch is putting an anti-pause system against my takes. What the fuck is this? What, the system is fucking me, man. Anti-pause. Because I think a good example, chat that would be more relatable for chat is they take the car every day, right, or the bus or whatever, right? You never have any accidents, right? Technically, airplanes are safer than cars. What happens if one day, generally, what if you went into a plane, got into a plane crash and you survived, right? Would you ever go on an airplane again? There's a good chance that you won't, right? But is that based in rationality? No, it is not. It is not based in rationality. It's not rational, okay? Because you have the facts laid out, you have the science laid out, you have everything in front of you that's laid out for you and says, well, that's not rational, and you still do it. And then this guy talks about, things are going on in the world because men don't have control over their emotions or whatever the fuck, or they don't have a, yeah, right? Oh, it's so laggy. Brother.
I understand your point. You're saying that even if I thought
we're losing.
Guys, it's just laggy as fuck.
I get why they kicked you off the stream. I don't like seeing my daddy get fucked raw either. God damn, dude.
Yo, I mean, just
here.
We're losing the girl.
No.
What even happened?
That said evidence suggests something else. You're probably not going to continue believing the prior thing that you believed, right?
We went over the same point like 5 times, and I think we're just.
I know, but it's just weird because I can't I can't break through Andrew's.
I understand your point. You're saying that even if I thought
we're losing the girl.
No, exactly. I want to talk to her. He's saying even if I thought women were worse drivers, I've seen empirical evidence, and I'm so smart that I ignore my own eyes and ears and believe what the internet tells me. That's what he's coming along with.
That's not what I'm asking you to do, my friend.
I'm sure you're double vaccinated. It all makes sense to me now. You believe what you're told to believe. You don't believe your own eyes. You don't believe your own ears. And that's why you're going to sit here and talk about empirical evidence that you found on Google. Cool. If you believe everything that's on Google, that is your prerogative, my friend. And if you think that makes you sound smart in the modern world after the 3 years we've just been through, to say that I read a piece of paper that tells me to believe X, so I believe X, and I ignore my own personal experiences. And you think
I'm not asking you to ignore your own personal experiences. I'm simply asking you to look at the data.
So let's change the subject because you've just proven your point.
Okay, Andrew, do you believe? Well, you didn't really prove anything, but it's cool. Do you believe the Earth is flat, or do you believe the Earth is spherical, round?
Oh, well, this guy says something about me in the chat.
That's right. His headphones on.
Yeah, oh, he took his headphones off?
He gets very stressed sometimes, and
Yeah.
You're a fucking piece of shit. You make no sense. Is this the sanest W chatter? Oh my god, why are you so mad, man? Why? I mean, aren't you the type of guy who said you're so pressed and W-L last L so pressed? Man, you seem pretty pressed right now, to be honest. What happens when the fucking pendulums go the other way? But
it's cool. It's important, Sometimes you can't take the heat. Sometimes you can't take the heat, so you gotta get out of the kitchen a little bit. Andrew, do you believe the Earth is flat or round, spherical, globe?
Round.
You believe it's round, right? But when you walk outside, it feels like it's flat.
Yeah.
Brother, and I
it looks flat. It feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the Earth is round?
Because I have
also, again, this is a very important thing. I know most people know this, okay? But since a lot of W and L and in the chat from these guys, okay? No disrespect, okay? Don't say some dumb shit like, no, I can tell it's round. I can tell it's round. What the fuck? Okay, people, even the scientists of the old times, okay, way back when, with the best that they could do, and no disrespect to them either, okay? The old dudes back in the whatever amount of times, they still thought it was flat, right? With the best knowledge, all the things that they could see, they could still say they wouldn't be able to tell that it was round. They couldn't tell. Okay, don't say no. Okay, way back. I'm saying way back when they didn't have a lot of science. Okay, with the best minds, they still thought it was flat. And the story.
Personal experience that would prove to me that the Earth is round.
Oh, you have personal experience. What happened? Did you go up to the fucking moon? Is that how you figured it out?
Exactly. I flew up into space and I looked down on Earth and I saw a big circle.
That's crazy. Okay, you don't have to. Hey, listen, you don't have to concede on that point, but I think you and I both understand the importance of scientific, the importance of empirical evidence in that one, right? Or
all our fun.
Science.
I saw it there, and I thought, wow, this guy, okay, he's gonna ruin the stream. We had a hot chick. Now you're here.
Did you? Is that what you thought?
my God.
Just chill out. Like,
It's
I
a
don't
little,
argue
wait,
about
so what's up? Is it a little bit more
Chill
difficult
out.
when I'm not like the traditional like SJW looking person? Is that why it feels like the stream is a little bit more ruined?
No, it's not difficult. As a professional, I'll tell you the conversation we just had.
Yeah, dude, you've been kicked in the face.
All I can think of is imagine like the outrage. Remember the outrage of like I don't know what was on Twitter, like talking about some they were talking about like some girl like 17 or 16 or at the time they were saying that she was hot and they were gonna date whenever she was older. People was like, oh, ew, disgusting, so weird, and they all retweet that shit like crazy, whatever. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm saying that's what they did. And now this guy comes in talking about a 17-year-old and he says, oh yeah, the hot chick. I'm just paraphrasing what he said. Right? And it says, yeah, W bro. What is that, bro? What is that?
Stuff like I'm sure you can handle little like me.
Exactly. So I'll tell you as a professional the conversation we just had. I said I am biased and I don't believe women can drive. That's my personal experience. I don't care if anyone agrees. You came along and said, don't interrupt me. You came along and said, no, that's not true because of the evidence. I came and said, I don't care about the evidence, my personal experience. You said, I also have personal experiences and we're all biased. I agreed. Then you said, even if I had personal experiences that said X, I would ignore them because the internet told me to believe Y. I believe what I'm told.
That's not what I said.
What are you saying? I would do the same. I don't think I've ever displayed or demonstrated anything even close to that ever before. You're an absolute deviant. Would you be comfortable if you had a dog that was 17 to have 36-year-old males in a conversation with them calling them hot chicks? Yeah, I don't fucking think so, dude. I don't fucking think so, my brother. Fucking hell no. Hell no.
I said that regardless of my own personal biases that I might have, evidence is still more important than my personal biases.
When you guys are both talking at once, you
and it's boring, and you've lost, and it's boring. So let's just move on to the next subject.
Is that what happens? You just say I'm boring and I lost, and then you win? Is that what it is?
Do a poll on the chat, and if you won, then we'll continue to talk it. But I'm sure you've lost, and it's boring. And it's
do you want me to leave the conversation that desperately, Andrew? It seems like you're running away a little bit.
No, we're just going in a never-ending circle. Like, we
can move on from that. We can move on from.
What, me? He didn't know she was 17. Bro, come on, man. Bro. He knows these guys are not fucking 20-year-old dudes. Okay, you know this for a fact. So you think, like, what is the logical conclusion? If you're talking to people that are underage, you think that they're hanging out and just, stop. Settle down.
The importance of science and Andrew's personal biases. Andrew, can you tell me a little bit about the Hustlers University, whatever that is? Not in a promotional capacity. I know that like you're doing the rounds on Twitch. And
even then he says, later on he says it. When you turn 18, she says it. So you know it's for a fact she's underage. Like, I'm not gonna be outrage Andy. If you want to lay out the facts, that's a fact.
I know that's probably giving you a big boost, but I want to understand, because you are a businessman. I want to understand how you generate revenue. Is it okay to get this information for free, or do I have to pay $50 and then maybe get an affiliate link and get other people to also join so I can make a 10% cut off of them also joining Hustlers University?
You can find everything on the website, and you can join if you want more information. That's fine.
So you don't want to share this information for free right now?
This is not a pyramid scheme. This is a multi-level marketing. Okay, it's completely different, guys. It's different, guys. It's different. It's not the same. Not the same, guys. Please.
I want to sit here and spend the next hour you trying to accuse me of some bullshit.
I'm not. I'm here to learn. Andrew, you are a brilliant mind. Maybe a little rattled from the numerous concussions, but brilliant nonetheless. So I want to hear more about your business strategy, if possible.
It's actually quite interesting that people who are too scared to get in the ring try and make fun of people who have bravery to try and make fun of them.
No, I do think it's very brave. I do think it's very brave.
Oh, all right. So let's not detract the bravery of men who do things you're afraid to do. That's the first thing.
No. You are absolutely incredibly brave. You still might have CTE, but you are incredibly brave. I appreciate it.
I mean, whatever. It's fine. The point I'm trying to make is, I know you want to sit here and talk about hate you and try and break it down, and you've prepared a bunch of notes, etc.
I have no notes whatsoever. I'm a dumbass. I don't know anything I'm talking about. I'm simply here to learn from you.
Yo, can we stop with the sarcastic shit and just have an actual
No, I'm literally, but that's the truth.
No, you're being so sarcastic.
See, it's why I call him an NPC, because what about when Tate said that he flew to space, that it was sarcastic? I don't think anybody, they all laughed and smiled or whatever the fuck, because it was for their dumb fucking argument. Whenever things swung the other way, now they start coming like some hoes, man. I actually bugged the fucking NPC, my brother. Look at it. Anytime this guy talks, I want to fucking put this shit on max blast.
Though, like, why are you being so sarcastic? Like,
I'm not. I'm literally.
Bro, you're just
come on. I'm asking questions.
Yeah,
Hasan,
you're being sarcastic. Like, listen.
Hasan, please. It's pretty clear that I was the better Hasan. So
Yeah, that's a great.
I don't know if this guy is the guy that tweets. This guy's tweets are also literally sub-zero IQ. I feel, is this the guy that tweets or whatever?
Agreed. I
think
agree
I see
with
tweets on
that.
that.
if you could just
Legitimate
get
sub-zero.
out the call,
Like,
maybe it would fix the stream.
I think so. It's
Would you
boring,
guys,
man.
if you guys would like me to leave the call, I can do that. I don't want to be. I don't want to be rude.
I gotta get back to work.
I do not want to be rude, boys. You know, this is your stream. Andrew, I'd love to talk to you in more detail if you'd like to. I hope that one day you can.
Because I feel him coming in is like whenever you aggro one mob and the whole NPC pack fucking gets aggroed and then they all start ganging up.
Educate me on your revenue strategies. I mean, it does look a little bad though if you feel as though I should leave the call because you feel like I'm overpowering you a little bit.
You should stay on the call, but I think you should be more socially aware.
I am.
And understand.
Is that a bad question? Do you not educate thousands of young men about your business strategies? I want to know more.
Proud dad.
Okay, I want you to be more socially aware and understand that since you've joined the stream, everyone's begging for you to leave. The vibe's down. It's boring. It's late at night for me. I came here to have fun. You're being boring. No one thinks you're cool. No one thinks you're intelligent. No one thinks you're funny.
I don't think I'm cool or intelligent. I just have questions and you're not answering them for some reason.
No, I don't
Why
have
are
to
we
answer
derailing?
I don't have to answer your questions. You're not the police. I don't have to answer your
No, not at all. No, I am not the UK police nor the Roman.
Okay, guys, what I said last time is what's very hard about going to like a podcast. And I said this last time. You guys know I said this. Okay, it's because it's about entertainment or whatever, right? And whenever they start losing, they can say, "Oh, wait, it was for entertainment," right? And you can backtrack and say, "Well, now you're making it an actual argument, right? And now it's not a character anymore because I was a character, guys. It was all for entertainment or whatever." Anytime you start losing, you can say that, which is I think it's fucking stupid.
Romanian one. I'm simply asking you questions about your business strategy
because these are the things that he preaches every day. These are the things that he says and then preaches every day. This is his bread and butter. So if you come in and you dismantle his bread and butter, you can't say, no, that was my today's bread, like for fun, whatever. No, it's not. That is his narrative at all times. That is his main lifeblood, and he's rolling it. So you can't say, oh, wait, we make it this boring. You can't say that.
Which you literally educate people on. I just want to know how you fucking how you do growth and revenue. Why can't I be a hustler? I want to be a hustler like you. I want to be a top G, a top bloke, a proper bloke.
Right. You can find out more on the website. I would like the stream to get fun again. If you want to discuss this,
you don't think your educational content is fun for people to consume?
I think everyone's saying kick him. Read the chat. Have you guys read the chat on your stream?
You want me to leave that bad? I'll. If you want me to leave that bad, I'll leave.
You're just being. I mean, listen. I'm just a messenger, but you're just kind of like being sarcastic.
I'm not. I'm literally not. I promise. I swear to Allah that I want to know.
What you were just saying wasn't sarcastic. You can't even commit to that.
None of what I have mentioned is sarcastic. I truly would like to know more.
Wasn't sarcastic.
85% kick. 85%. No one thinks you're funny or interesting or witty. Your little comebacks, no one's interested in them. You haven't won anything.
It's okay. It's okay, Andrew. If you want, we can have a conversation again. We can have a conversation again in the future if you'd like. If you're brave enough, I guess.
HU has an affiliate program for some people if they want to affiliate, like everything else in the world. We have over 100,000 students making more than they invest each month. If they didn't make more than they invest, they wouldn't sign up. One of the most successful online educational platforms in history.
Are there multiple layers?
You can learn how to make some money yourself if you want to join and have more information. It's all on corporatate.com. You can find out yourself. If you're too cheap to pay $50, then you're a brokey. Nobody gives a shit what you think anyway. You've ruined the stream. Everyone wants you out of it. So either change tune and get with the program and be fun, or keep sitting here and talking sarcastic and really slowly and repeating yourself and talking about how you only believe what you see on the internet because no one really gives a fuck and it's boring. So let's move on to something fun. Let's get the tempo up. I've just told you about HU. We do have an affiliate program. You can find out more on corporatate.com.
So it is a multi-level marketing scheme. Got it. I just wanted to figure out if it was truly a pyramid scheme. It would be inappropriate of me to assume that it's a pyramid scheme without having you explain it in such terms. But thank you. All right, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm game.
You're welcome to affiliate anytime you like, friend. There's no problem.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on because this dude he's lame, my friends. Let's
All
get
right, yeah, Hasan, I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna bring in another guest though.
All right, peace, boys.
Hasan,
have fun, Andrew. I'm always
on.
open to talk to you, my friend, if you'd like to.
We'll have another conversation.
Thank you, my friend.
Have a good night.
That was bullshit.
Big Rider!
I've never seen a man act so hysterical. I thought he was such a fucking big boy. What happened? That's crazy. What happened there?
Jesus.
How are you gonna fucking talk so much shit and then cry like a baby?
Holy. I mean, yeah. I get it though. I get it though. They probably had a stream plan for other shit, and then he came in and kind of like he didn't really derail or whatever. But sometimes you can't really ignore. Like I don't know. I mean, they chose to partake in that battle. Okay, they had the choice to pick their battles, and it's the battle that they took, and they went in with both feet in, and in the middle of the battle, once they started losing, they said, "Wait, that's not what I was in for, bro. That's not what I was in for," and they started using this argument to get out. So I don't know where the fucking W and L, where are the fucking tatards, guys? Where are the tatards now? Where are they, man?